Hi there and hello everybody. Welcome back to Daily Boost. I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. I wanted to jump in really quick into the 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact with Melody Beatty. I'm going to go forward a little bit for my personal edification of this text. This week's theme is all about presence. So I'm going to read day 2 and then day 3. Recovery programs and religions teach us, recovery programs and religions teach many of us to live one day at a time. When my son died, even one day at a time was too much. Just stay present for each feeling, a friend suggested one day. If you're numb, be numb. If you're sad, cry. If you're overwhelmed, be overwhelmed. Being fully present for each emotion and for each moment isn't just a grief survival tool. It's a practical and valuable way to live life. The application is that being present may be particularly useful when we're going through a difficult time, dreading what we're going through, not knowing what's coming next, or starting something new. It's also helpful when we find ourselves moving too fast, overly distracted, worried, anxious, overly focused on outcomes, living in the future or the past, or when we find ourselves inconvenienced by wearing those concrete boots. Being present may be particularly useful when we're going through a difficult time, dreading what we're going through, not knowing what's coming next, or starting something new. It's also helpful being present when we find ourselves moving too fast, overly distracted, worried, anxious, overly focused on outcomes, living in the future or the past, or when we find ourselves inconvenienced by wearing those concrete boots. Day 3. Most of us want what we don't have, including being somewhere other than where we are. Someplace else would be better, we think. Sometimes we're not present because we genuinely don't like where we are or whom we're with. And being present would bring that reality home. Fear, anxiety, guilt, and other unresolved emotions from the past can block our ability to be present now. Living in the present moment doesn't just mean showing up and thinking. It involves slowing down and moving down into our own heart. The challenge of this week's theme of presence is that the hardest part about being here now, wherever that is that sometimes it hurts. The good thing about it is, if we're present for each emotion, we'll be present when joy comes around too. The hardest part about being here now, wherever that is that sometimes it hurts. The good thing about it is, if we're present for each emotion, we'll be present when joy comes around too. Here's some questions to think about on Solar Plexus Chakra Day, and we will reflect upon them maybe a little bit later in community, or you can reflect with yourself. Reflecting on the Solar Plexus Chakra, also known as the Manipura Chakra, involves exploring aspects of personal power, self-esteem, and inner strength. And here's some questions to consider. How do I feel about myself and my abilities today and every day? What are my biggest accomplishments and how do they make me feel? In what areas of my life do I lack confidence? How do I handle criticism and failure? Here's a few more questions. Do I feel in control of my life, or do I often feel powerless? How comfortable am I with asserting myself and expressing my needs and desires? And in what situations do I feel most empowered? Well, y'all, I feel most empowered when I'm in my alone time, when I'm still. I do feel in control of my life, but there are times also where this lazy river of life feels like it's not going fast enough, but I want to speed it up, you know. Lacking presence and patience will often lead me to feeling powerless in my life. How do I feel about myself and my abilities today? I feel great about myself and my abilities. It is my determination and my motivation that is lacking coming out of this holiday and being, like I said, in the lazy river of life joyfully this weekend. I feel great about myself and my abilities. It is my desire to want to that we're working on. But these are some questions to reflect upon. Also, how well do I set and maintain personal boundaries? Are there relationships in my life where I feel overpowered or dominated? And how do I react when my boundaries are crossed? So yeah, let's be on the lookout for these questions and continue to elevate through these spaces. I think that's all I want to share today. I hope that you enjoyed the live. I hope that you're having fun with your life as I'm having fun with mine. Don't have all the questions answered, but I'm confident that as I need the answers to my questions, that love will appear. And the more that I lean into doing my assignment in life and also trusting my intuition and instincts to make the right decisions, the better my life is going to be. The better my life is going to be. Reach out to lovedandlovable.org to learn more about our work and to be connected to our community. Very small community right now, but doing the impactful work of reminding each other to stay loved and lovable. What more could we ask for? I will see you sometime soon around the Daily Boost. Thank you to Tara and CharlotteMysticBotanica.com for holding down the fort over the weekend and beyond. And until next time, stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and we'll see you all around the network.